Welcome to Learning React. Now, over the last lecture, I introduced you to some of the most important next generation JavaScript features, which you are going to see in those courses. There are two other things I know definitely also want to cover. There are no next generation, but they are features you might have missed or forgotten, and they are super important to keep in mind. The first feature or concept of JavaScript I am talking about is the fact that you have reference and primitive types. If I create a number like this, const number equal to 1, then this is a primitive type. That means if I create a second number, which is calling num2, and set to it equal to this number to const, then it will actually create a real copy of number, so num2, like, of course. Now if I log this, console log, it will be also 1. Let me clear this and then hit the run button, but it will have copied that value 1 into number 2 object. Now, numbers, strings, booleans, these are so-called primitive types. Whenever you reassign or you store a variable in another variable, it will copy the value object, and arrays are reference types. Thought, let me show you what I mean. I'm going to create my personal object, like my person object here. So const and then person, which is equal to the object here. In the object, which just has a name here, equal, and you can say the object property have value John. Now I create a second person, const, and then I'm calling here second person, which is an assigned person as a value here. So here is the person. If I console log now, console.log second person, which one? The second person, if I'm calling, because we assign the object person to the second person. If I click here, run button, it will print the same value as the first person, but it will not actually have copied the person instead. Person, the object, is stored in memory, and in the constant person we store the pointer to that place in memory, and if we then assign person to the second person, that pointer will be copied. We can see that this is the case if we change person.name equal to same. After having it copy, with that you would expect to print Sam here, still a person with the name John, because we copy person. Store it in second person and thereafter change the name. However, if I clear and run, you will see name Sam here. Even though I'm printing the second person, so for second person the name also changed. The reason for it is that it just copied the pointer and points to exact same object in memory as person does. So if we change name on person, we automatically change it for second person. Now that's important, keep in mind, and it's the same for arrays. If you copy in quotation marks in array like this, and you then change an array element, it will all change in the so-called copy array. This will become important in React because it can lead to unexpected behaviors. If you copy objects or array like this, because you then may manipulate one object in one place in the app and accidentally manipulate another usage of same object in another place of the app. Therefore, we will learn techniques to copy this in a mutable way, which means we copy that by really copying the object and not just a pointer. For that, we can use this spread operator. So like const second person, and then in the object here, I'm just spread operator should be used here like this, and then now we can simply create a new person object here and spread the person properties. This will pull out the properties and the value of the properties from the object and add it to the newly created object here. And we do create a new one with the curly braces. Now if I hit clear and run, we still print an object with the name John, even thought we change the name to Sam here because now we really created a real copy. This is a technique I will also come back to later in this course. It's just important to realize and to keep in mind that objects and arrays are reference types. If you reassign them, you are copying the pointer, not the value. Therefore, if you want to do this in a real copy way, you will have to create a new object and just copy the properties and not the entire object. That's something very important to keep in mind for this course. See you in next video.